When do you read and when do you manage? Now, when you talk about leadership and management, these are very important terms, but sometimes they are used interchangeably. Someone could be referring to management, whereas what they have in mind is leadership. So, do they mean the same? And if they're different, when do you read and when is it time to manage? So, that's what we are going to look at today. And before I let you know when to read and when to manage, you start at looking at these two terms in terms of definition. So the first definition is for management. When you're talking about management, we are referring to the process of getting things done through people. So remember, it's a process, getting things done. That's the key point. What about leadership? When we talk about leadership, it's the process of influencing others. So leadership and management, they do have something in common in the sense that they have an effect on people. But then we see when it comes to management, it's about getting the things done through people. But then for leadership, you want to influence. We change. There's a little bit of a change there. So a bit more details on management. When you talk about management, management is concerned with planning, organizing, hiring, controlling resources. So think of someone who's a supervisor, or even think of you who's a CEO or a business owner. Whenever you are looking at planning, organizing, the resources together, you're looking at recruiting, you're looking at hiring, the HR aspect, that time you're playing an important role, but that one of management. Now, when you talk about leadership, the focus here is on the people. Again, you're looking to influence people. So the terms I would relate to leadership, they include motivating, inspiring, mentoring, and even coaching your team. That's the difference when you talk about management and versus leadership. So a question that I get asked, especially when I'm doing a leadership training session, is, Perminus, can you be a manager and not a leader? Indeed, there are people who are very good at management, but ask them to inspire, ask them to motivate, ask them to mentor others, they don't have it. Can you be a leader without becoming a manager? Indeed, it's also possible, because leadership is not about a position. Leadership, to me, it's an attitude. It's how you think about people, and in terms of getting the best out of people. Look around the organization. You can find even the office assistant. It could be the driver, it could be the cleaner, it could be the receptionist. But they're able to bring people together, motivate them, and ensure that people are working towards a specific goal or towards a specific direction. So that's someone who we can say has leadership skills. Management, when you talk about management, it's normally position-based. So you have a title. So for example, you could be the communication manager, you could be the sales manager. It's a title-based role. But for us who deal with people on a day-to-day basis, it's really important for us to juggle the two. So there's a time to be a manager and there's a time to be a leader. So then, to answer the question where we started, when do you read and when do you manage? The way I look at it is, it depends with the decision or the goal. What do you want to achieve? So if you want to take care of resources, when you're talking about budgeting, when you're talking about hiring people, when you're talking about getting things done, when you're talking about supervising people, then you wear the hat of a manager. You become a manager. However, if you want to motivate your team, if you want to inspire your team to the next level, if you want to introduce change, then guess what? Leadership is what is applicable. So thank you for watching. I do have more for you in terms of empowering you to run your department and even business better. So please subscribe, and I'll be sharing with you a video on a weekly basis.